Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Want to jump into the running back room tonight? Take a look at this. I'm not going to lie, I've been struggling with this little breakdown. There's an obvious two that we're going to keep, and then besides that, I really want to see how this room shakes out. I want to get your guys' opinions on it, get your thoughts on it. We're not going to waste too much time. We're going to go ahead and jump into it. If if you don't mind, click that sub button. It really does help me out, keeps me growing. But all right, let's not waste too much time on this. And I want to take a look at the a new defense that I drew up because somebody threw it out in the comments section, and I don't know. We'll talk about it when we get there, dude. So, obviously, Kenyon Drake, barring like any kind of crazy injury, that dude's going to end up making this team. I'm not concerned about that at all. Same thing for Josh Jacobs. And then after this, man, it gets a little bit tough. Like, I know Alec Ingold's going to end up sticking around. And so, honestly, we can go ahead and move him over. I like him a lot. I think the Raiders like him a lot. He does his job. He does what he has to do. And so I'll take that all damn day. But then this back four, I don't know. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for me. Because honestly, dude, we got to keep four. We got to release two. And we got to put one on the practice squad. Because that's pretty much how this running back room is going to shake out. I would rather put one on the practice squad, cut three, and then bring in another running back. I'm not going to lie, dude. Especially looking at this list. I put their weight and their size out there. Just so you can kind of compare them. Just see, like, who maybe has an edge, but these dudes are all pretty much like the same dude, and it kind of pisses me off. And Theo Riddick, I did not realize was going into his 9th season. That kind of blew my mind. I did not think that dude was so experienced. Costas, what's going on, dude? Ardo, how are you doing? Missing 2 streams in a row was not a good look. No worries, Ardo. I know how it goes. Al, what's happening? Carlos, what's going on? I'm going with the consensus here. I'm thinking Richard will get cut. Still won't fix the salary cap issues, though, but it'll help. Anything will help at this point. Oh, William, what's going on, dude? Gershik will get the 3rd spot. Man, Carlos, that's what I like. And then Regis, dude, on the practice squad. A lot of people have been talking Regis up. I went out and I watched a good bit of their tape earlier today. I was just kind of chilling. I was actually out at the lake, and I was checking out Garrett's tape from Wisconsin. I was taking a look at Trey's tape, and they're the exact same, dude. It seems like Trey has a little bit better speed and has a little bit better vision on the field. Garrett seemed like he was slow. They both seemed slow. They were both getting caught. Like, they'd have breakaway runs, they'd have good blocking, and then somebody would catch them from behind before they actually got to the house. You can't have that shit at the NFL level. You cannot. So, I mean, that just kind of is what it is. And so, and then when you get into, like, Jalen Richard, I understand, like, he deleted all his stuff off IG and all that kind of crap. I don't know. I don't really put any stock into that kind of stuff. But I do want to see exactly, like, if he will stay. Like, he's a chunk of change, man, and he's a chunk of change at the 3rd running back spot. The only thing is, Gruden loves him. He's our 3rd down running back. He knows every damn blocking assignment. He's a pretty good blocker, but it seemed like over the past season or two, he kind of regressed a little bit, so I could see us moving on from him to give one of these 2 younger kids a shot. And so, I don't know, just to keep pushing forward. Theo Riddick, I'm saying that he gets released, dude. I'm thinking Theo does not make the team. I think he's there for camp. He's going to end up getting released throughout it. And then I think that one of these dudes has to go on the practice squad. I'm going to say that maybe Garrett ends up making the practice squad just because I've heard a lot of rumors coming out as far as just the hype behind Trey and how he's really impressing. So for what they've seen so far. So I'm going to say that we end up keeping Trey as that 4th running back. And then we end up cutting Jalen Richard. Those are 2 tough cuts. I know I'm going to catch a little bit of hell about that. And I understand that running back room right there, Kenyon Drake and Josh Jacobs as your 1 and 2. Hopefully, you don't have to use that number 3, but you want that number 3 to be like a bigger bruiser back and let Alec Ingold be that guy. I really wanted to see him take a more expanded role in this offense, especially moving forward. And the way that you do that is to let him not necessarily be like your 3rd down back, but let him be your bruiser back instead of just your fullback. He can still play fullback and then have plays where he's the only running back on the field. We've seen that dude make some crazy catches, and we've seen him put his shoulder down and just straight up run through people. So I'm really excited about that. And then you have Regis in the back end, who's just kind of a all-purpose. He's a little bit more of a power guy if something ends up happening to Ingold. So you're pretty much got your bases covered as your 2, like 1 and 2 running back, and then your 3 and 4 that are kind of alternates to each one of those guys. I think this honestly looks pretty good. I'd still rather see Trey maybe go to the practice squad, Garrett gets bounced, and then we bring in another running back. But we'll just have to see how that shakes out, man. So let me get your thoughts on that and just kind of see what you guys are thinking. Riddick, I think, was a better blocker last season than Jalen and much cheaper. Leon did. I'll give you that. I was pretty impressed with Theo last year. The only reason I'm having him moved on from is because if he's going into his 9th year, I mean, it's only a matter of time until he catches up to him, dude. I pray we keep Richard Jake replaced Booker, not Richard. Yeah, it did, man. That's the thing. I like Jalen Richard. I would be okay if Jalen Richard ended up making this team. But at the same time, I wanted to see change. I wanted to see what it was going to look like. So, I don't know, dude. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bounce him just to go ahead and keep Trey. We'll stick the other rookie out there in the practice squad. And then you're 1, 2, and 3, man. I don't know. I really like Kenyon Drake. Josh Jacobs is our true number 1. That dude, if he can stay healthy, he'll be our number 1 through the entire damn season. But he's been banged up the past 2 years, so you know Kenyon's going to have to make a step up. At some point throughout next season, he's going to end up starting a few games for us with Alec Ingold being that number 2 behind him. And honestly, I'm more comfortable with that setup right there than having Jacobs go down, Booker become our number 1, and then Jalen is our number. I don't know. I kind of like this better. I think it's a little bit more explosive. I really like the way that it's working out. I think we have more power and aggression to where if we had to get into that power run game, we honestly could to start finishing some of these games out if the blocking schemes hold up, which I really think they're going to. Going to miss Richard. He gave 100%. 100%. Yes, he did. That's what I'm saying. I like that kid, man. Andrew, what's going on? Excited to see how Jake and Josh look. Yeah, so am I. I'm curious to see if they hit the field together. I doubt they will, but I'd really love to see that. I trust Richard or Riddick more than an undrafted free agent as our third down back. So do I. Ardo, 100% is like straight truth. Watching UFC right now, but I was still... Oh, Anthony, what's going on, man? All right, numbers, what's good, dude? Let's go ahead and jump over into this defense real quick. All right, I drew up a defense last night that I predicted kind of be the starting defense for us, just to start the season, like more of the veteran guys. A lot of you guys want to see what this team would look like, bringing in a lot of the younger dudes and just having them on the field. I'll tell you right now, if you think this defense right here looks better than the defense that I drew up, you have lost your freaking mind. It looks cool. I wanted to put all the dudes that we kind of brought on and just kind of see exactly how it would look. That's a completely new defensive line. I wanted to put Diablo out there. I'm going to start working him into a few of these mixes. You guys really seem to like this guy. I'm not going to lie, you guys are way higher on him than I am. It is what it is. But since you guys want to see it, dude, I'm going to start mixing them in and just kind of playing with it. And then Arnett, I'm still not putting Arnett on the field yet. I'm looking for the right rotation. I know a lot of you guys are like, Arnett's playing nickel, dude. He's going to play nickel. That is what it is. I don't see it, and I don't believe it. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you and say that I do. I don't think that's going to happen. I think there's better options to play that nickel spot for us than Arnett right now. Maybe he'll work into it as the season progresses. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but him as our starting nickelback to open up this season, I don't see it, man. I just do not see it. So I don't know. Hit me up, man. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this defense. Honestly, I know it seems like a second string defense with the exception of a few people out there, but I just wanted to see what the rotation would look like. I doubt you'll ever see this defensive line hit the field throughout the entire next season. But I just wanted to see what it looked like having two of the bigger guys, two real fast guys on the outside. It looked like a pretty cool package, man. I just don't know. It's not as strong as that other shit, though. That is guaranteed. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I was. Jalen was the only third down back, and not much in most other downs. Expensive set day. It is Costas. I'll give you that. Hey, just had to guy put Muse in instead of Diablo. Dude, I liked it, man. I have Muse drawn up, and I thought about because I did it. I've had him drawn up. Honestly, almost this same lineup. They mirror each other, dude. They even freaking look like each other. But yeah, you could be that guy for a second just to see. Because I really like Muse, man. I really like what he brings to the table. I do not have him cut out as a Raider yet, so you guys can give me shit about that later. That is what it is. But I don't know. I still think it looks pretty cool, man. I want to see these younger guys play. And then, honestly, since these dudes kind of mirror each other, we can take out Littleton. Go ahead and slap Diablo on the other side. A lot of you guys were talking about, Diablo and Muse being the future linebacking core. You look at that, they still have Nick kind of control, and that's looking pretty damn good too. That looks better than the last one. If you change around that defensive line in front of these guys, dude, that would be honestly looking pretty sick. You put Mad Max back in there instead of Kuntz, you end up bringing in either Hankins or Irvin to kind of fill that interior spot. Even you could bring Farrell in to play that interior spot. Honestly, dude, and then you start getting into that, and then you have... I'm curious to see, dude. If Diablo and Muse actually pan out, I'll be happy as hell. I am not going to lie. If that is the future, outside linebackers, because they are so damn fast, and they can kind of cover the field so much better than a lot of the older guys can, I'd take that, man. I think that would look pretty cool. Thomas starting, I like that. Dude, Solomon Thomas has a shot at starting. Do You think Kuntz will start over Crosby? Silverwing, what's going on? No, I do not. I don't think there's any chance in hell of that actually happening. I was just looking at something different. I don't see Hayward at nickel. I don't either, dude. James, I completely agree. I got Morrow over Diablo. I do too. And like on our 4-3 like base set, it's going to be Morrow. It's going to be Morrow, it's going to be Kwiatkowski, and it's going to be Littleton. I just like to take a look at it, stick these other guys in, just so you can kind of see what it looked like. This one, like this wouldn't even be a rotation throughout a game. I just wanted to put some of these fresh faces on there just to kind of see what this defense looked like. Drake is a fast back and a great receiver. Either out of the backfield or spread out wide. He's going to prove to be a valuable Raider. Dorian, I completely agree with you, and I hope you're right. That kid brings a lot to the table, and I'm really hoping that Gruden actually takes advantage of it. Raiders just put it out on film of Hayward not being able to handle speed in 2020. Oh, man, I'll have to take a look at that. The D-line is the question mark, except Yannick, basically. That defensive line is suspect as shit. Like, right there, that defensive line is, like, truly questionable. But, I mean, that's like... Let me see this real quick. Actually, I'm going to leave Solomon Thomas in there because I honestly like that. That's what I'm saying, dude. You put a better defensive line in front of that linebacking core, that's starting to look a hell of a lot better. Like a hell of a lot better. And then you really could start shifting some things around just to kind of see what it would look like. And I don't know, you could drop Muse, you could move Diablo and Kwiatkowski over the top, and then end up coming in and dropping Arnett. Like if you want to try dropping Arnett on that back end, just see what that would look like if you got more into that nickel look. Put him there. Where is he? I don't know. That's the way a lot of you guys are seeing it right now. As far as that nickel defense goes. And honestly, dude, I like the way that looks. I like having Morg. I like having Arnett out there and Abram. But I'm telling you, dude, Karl Joseph is, as of right now, he's better than Morg. He's better than Arnett. You might as well keep him on the field. Because then, I don't know. Diablo, besides being a cool name, that kid needs to prove himself, man. I don't know, I'm going to stop messing with these guys. I'm going to jump back into your comments. I just wanted to take a couple different looks at how it was looking. Sup, son? Oh, what's going on, Michael? I'm glad you can make it out, dude. Diablo will take time to learn how to play at the NFL. Yes, guaranteed, dude. Clee over Solomon. Yeah, I'd put Clee in over Jefferson. I really think Solomon Thomas is going to end up looking pretty damn good. Imagine if our 53 would look like with Farrell on the defensive line. Raiders for life, how are you doing? At 31, ensure that it's not going to get better. Oh, at 31, it's not, dude. You're at 31. Really excited to see how Morg develops this season. Dude is a beast. I am too, and I'm expecting good things for him. But I'm expecting him to kind of play behind Joseph and Abram at first. I know a lot of people are like, dude, no. And I was like, no, dude, trust me. I really think that's how this season's going to start. And then Morg's going to end up working in. And then if he wins that spot, so be it. Single high, if you have a quarterback exposed to the speed middle, probably safest. Yeah, that is true, Leon. Hayward's going to play in the slot. Dude, I don't know. Kyle, you think? And then you still keep Arnett on the outside? I'd rather have him playing outside, to be completely honest. People underestimate the value of Farrell because of the lack of sacks, but he gets great pressure. Dude, Dorian, I do not. I actually love Farrell. I have loved his progression and what he's done over his first few years. I'm really high on that kid. Raiders Film put out a video on Hayward. Yeah, I'm going to go check that out after this. I like the defense you had the other day with Avery. That's what I'm saying, dude. That defense was powerful as shit. That defense from last night was like a legit strong defense, man. I was so happy about that defense. Yeah, that's the starting defense. Yeah, dude, that's a solid D line right there. That really could be a possibly starting defensive line for us. If it was Carl from the Raiders Films on Hayward, yeah, I'm going to go watch that here in just 1 minute. Back to back. Yeah, pizza, what's going on, man? All right, man, this cannot be a long one. My birthday is in like an hour, so I'm going to drink a few beers and just pretty much chill out. I might run a game of Madden, just depending on how I feel, and I'm going to go watch that Raiders channel thing. So this wasn't going to be a long one, man. I appreciate y'all coming out. If you could click that like button on your way out, it does help me out and keep me growing, man. Oh, Desideri, what's going on, man? But until next time, guys, sorry about it being short. I'm Son Joku. We will catch you guys on the next one.